Welcome back, everybody. I'm Absurdum, and this is going to be more Starship Theory. Now, if you're wondering what happened, this ship does look a little different. I didn't go off and start building things without anybody. What had happened is after the last time we recorded, in the last video that you saw, I didn't save after exiting the game, so I lost everything, and I had to go back and redo a lot. So, thanks to RNG, a lot of things I kind of done differently, but I did get a reactor up. I did get some different people. I sold most of them because I didn't really want them. But for the most part, everything's back up to where it was before. The only thing that's really holding me back, and what's actually been making this take a lot longer to do than what I did in the video, was the fact that gold, you can see right here, is like impossible to get. It is very, very sparse, and we're at the point in the game where everything kind of needs at least some gold. So that's been holding me back, but we're getting there. So let's head off and see what we find. I'm probably going to assign somebody into engineering, or to operations. That way we can maybe just jump straight to another asteroid field. Oh, never mind. Maybe we're here. There's just some random bits flying about. That's very odd to me. Let's see. Who wants to be in operations? You can be for a hot second. Let's get you in there. All in all, the ship is looking pretty good. I would like to build some more things, without a doubt, but we're mostly putting all our research into weapons right now. Well, if we get some gold, we should have very little problems being able to upgrade our weapons. I wouldn't mind getting a CPU array or two in there, but like I said, it's just been the gold holding us back. Let's switch you back. Put you on the mining console. I did get a shield console here, which has been nice because I did get a second person with really good ability to do military, which affects that. And it seems like because our military is 3, if I'm correct on this. Well, it's 4. Interesting. Not exactly sure how it pans out, but basically I'm getting 3 times what, or 5 times what I would be otherwise. And so instead of getting like 3, I'm getting 15 a tick, and that's huge, obviously. But it's been a big help, especially getting through these asteroids, which hopefully we'll see here in a little bit. Alright, here they are. Let's see what the shield can help bust up. Hopefully we'll find lots and lots of gold. The other thing that's been really hard to find, even though we're doing okay on it right now, is water. Before I sold some people, we were just sucking right through it, man. And it was getting very hard to keep up with. There was a tiny bit of gold in that one. But as you can see, we haven't had any problem getting any silicon. It's been almost ridiculous how that changed overnight from just being near impossible to find and never ever having any to just being the only resource I kind of don't care about. And I mean, I really don't care about it at all. When it shows up, I don't even really go for it. Now, I imagine a lot of this has to do with rebalancing and patches that have come out. Why am I not mining that? Just shut up. Anyways, who cares? Don't worry about that. Absurdum. What do you have here? So these people are willing to sell me gold. I will take it every time. We have plenty of money because I was selling people. But let's definitely take them up on that. I don't want to sell them any water. We have a fair amount, but that's not going to last us too long. And we don't really need to buy metal, especially for 200 credits. We should be finding some here. There we go. I feel like we got way more than that. But now that we got some of that, and I think we have some points in military, or in weapons I should say, we should be able to make a new gun, which would be interesting. I've been finding some tougher enemies lately, once out of either, I don't know if I would have to run and jump from them, but I have been just because they have rockets and they have a torpedo launcher. Those all seem like very nasty things. So let's see here what we can get. We could get a torpedo launcher. We don't even have the gold for that, jeez. This gold is just hard to come by. Plasma doesn't really take much. I mean, that's kind of a selling point on plasma if you ask me. Could try a chain gun, they're cheap. Torpedo launcher sounds cool. Railgun sounds really cool. I don't care if it does take a super long time. 12 damage, that's pretty intense. We have the points for it. Why don't we just unlock this? We'll keep putting points in here because there's a lot of weapons we need, but we will build this somewhere. And where we're going to get the gold from, I'm not exactly sure. Florence is just pissed off all the time now. I don't know what her problem is. Make sure she has a bed. I mean, the place is kind of dirty, so I guess that might have something to do with it. You can clean up that. Let's see if we can find some more gold while we're out here, because that would be just nice. It'd be super nice. I really want to see this torpedo weapon. I think it would be awesome. And we will set course for another meteor. I'm sorry, meteor. Another asteroid field, and I'll see you when we get there. Alright, so here we are in the next asteroid field. So far, we really haven't found much, but I'm hoping with these giant shields we can bust up these big rocks and hopefully find some really big gold deposits. I'll always take the metal because we do need that. Even though I have 200 silicon, we don't really need that. I guess if it's there, I'll take it. I know at some point I'm going to wish, man, I should have grabbed all that silicon and just let fly by. It's only a matter of time before that happens. There's some more gold. We're getting close to what we need. Just another 5. We'll be able to build this torpedo launcher. And I think that's going to be a huge difference. In fact, we could probably really get rid of one of our plasma turrets for it. Though, I hate recycling things for other things like that. Sometimes it's necessary, but well, I don't know. It's not usually my favorite thing to do. That being said, this asteroid field was kind of a bust. I had these people cleaning up a bit just because it's kind of a hot mess in here. And I think that's what everyone's so upset about. It's just how dirty the spaceship is. So let's, I don't want to power off. Let's remove you. I'll stick our best girl on the job. And then hopefully without any fail, we can just use this and go right into that. And then we will have you go to operations. And when she's done building that, we'll go straight for another ship here. Never mind, they're already coming to us. Let's stick you back. We will assign you to aiming instead of military or mining lasers. This should be up in time. Awesome. So what we'll do is I guess we'll bind you differently. That's fine. We'll see what this ship has to say when he gets here. Oh, they're hostile, are they? Excellent. Let's show them what we're made of. You can attack that then, and we'll attack different things, which will be kind of nice. To be honest, it'll be nice being able to attack different things. Oh, that was an AoE damage. Holy crap, this thing is nice. Sorry, I had to pause it there for a drink. I'm clearly dying of dehydration. Wow, that's some serious damage. Let's switch off you here. This ship will not be here for much longer, I don't think. Let's actually have you two attack that. They're not even making it through the shields. I want these people to suffocate. Big on letting them suffocate. We're all sitting there trying to repair that one spot. That's brutal. We got a new crew member. Somebody else we can just sell off when the time is right, which will hopefully be soon. But for now, it's just one more mouth to feed, one more person to micromanage. It'll do, I suppose. Either way, that was a pretty easy fight. Let's take you back to engineering. New guy, what's your name? Hector? Hector, you like the military. Got lots of people lately that like to military. More than we really need, to be honest. But hey, that's alright. Hector, I'm going to send you to operations nonetheless, because I need you to take us to other stars. Suzanne, I'd like you to stop sleeping on the floor. It's not necessary. We have multiple beds. I really wish you guys would just use them. There's not a reason not to. Really, we have multiple beds. Just use them. So irritating. Well, we have our new ship that just arrived here. And it seems quite fitting that already they want to buy something. So, sorry, Hector, you're going to be going. I don't want to feed you. That's all it comes down to is I don't want to feed you. You take too much. But got some mining here. I'm thinking about just opening fire on these guys. We might be able to threaten them for some money. If they were smart, they would take it. They have some shields, but it's really not anything to be that impressed with. So actually, let's go and do that before we get too carried away. Let's threaten them. They seem to be... Oh, threat was successful. Okay. Well then, that's some easy money. We got to sell Hector. And we got some free money for basically doing nothing. Though, I would have been interested in a fight. Not that we usually get much for fights. We need some mining extenders, and that's going to cost us some money. I haven't them unlocked, but it's going to take quite a bit of gold if I'm... Do you remember? 10 gold to me right now might as well be a fortune. I get, like, on average, 3 gold per asteroid field, so that's not very much. That being said, where's your buddy here? Stick you to that. That'll get us some mining extension. And we should probably be smart and just take this water while we can. Alright, welcome back everybody. I'm actually going to change research over to defense just for a little bit longer. I actually want to get some hull bracings in here. They should be pretty easy to make. I don't believe they require any gold, so there's always that. And they'll do a lot to keep us from having really, really dumb deaths where a ship lands 2 things and we explode for no real reason, other than the fact that we just have a low hull count. So that should hopefully be a help, and then while we do that, we can hopefully try to find some more gold, which has just been the story of our lives lately. And from there, geez, I don't even remember what I wanted the gold for now, but I do, there's some. Do you remember I wanted it for something? Typically 10 is like the requirement. I did build another engine in the bottom right section of the ship. For those who did not notice, or I probably didn't say anything, I probably completely forgot. But not only does that make the ship a little more symmetrical, it does actually get us back into the point where we have max evasion without gold, having to put someone on the navigation console. And here we go, we got another ship coming. Let's try to get as much water as we can, because already we're getting low on it again, which is ridiculous. We'll let our shields do the mining here. Get that water, I guess. What do they want? Oh, these guys are hostile, aren't they? These guys are pretty intense. These are the people I've been running from. Now for 35, you know what, for 35, I'm just going to bribe them. Their torpedo launchers are going to do a lot of damage to us, especially since we don't have... What are we doing here? Any hull integrity or any shields up currently. They're probably going to kill us, to be honest. So we won't tangle with them quite yet, but we will remember them for next time. My middle mouse button isn't working. I think the game's banging up on me a little bit. Let's do a quick save. Alright, we can zoom again, that's good. Who wanted to sleep? Should I go to bed? The place is looking a little dirty. Let's take our engineers off. Let them clean up a bit. Get our shields back up, and then we should be finding an asteroid field here soon, but I'm actually going to assign someone to it just in case they, take too long to do so. Let's jump to it right now. Oh, that's probably from reloading. I've noticed the game, when you reload, which I just had to do, anything that was moving just stops and we'll just float back towards you. So these are things that God knows where they came from, but they're ours now. Alright, welcome back. We just got a new ship here, though I don't see anything on them that I'm going to take them up on. I might buy water, but honestly, we don't need to. It's hard because we have plenty of money, so I guess we could. It's just not something I feel deep inside I need to do. We could sell somebody, but honestly, I'm happy with having 6. Anything more than 6 is too many for me. They're already leaving, apparently, which is odd. But honestly, there's nothing here that I think I really want. Now, if they were offering to sell me gold, of course I would take them up on that. But since they're leaving for some reason already, if they weren't here very long, we'll threaten them. Didn't work, but they should still be taking off. If they're not, then I'll fight them, I guess, or run. But I did remember what I wanted that 10 gold for. It was right here at the mining extender, and I'm very happy with it already. I noticed a big difference. That being said, I still want a second one, but I think with 2 in the mining console, we should have pretty good mining distance. Yeah, they take off. That's fine. Run away. All right, as we enter this asteroid field, I did get the points where I've had them for some time. But I noticed I had the points for the hull reinforcement, so let's build those. That's going to take quite a bit of metal, but that should give us a lot of hull integrity just right there alone. And we actually have plenty of metal, so that will give our engineers something to do. We'll assign both of them to engineering and then get working on that. That'll make me feel a lot better about attacking something that does a lot more damage. Because once our shields go through, they'll shoot right through a hull. Eventually I would like to get some armor. I think armor would be really nice, but you almost have to have an armor like repair thing, which we got spot for. We could put that right there. I was gonna maybe put another chest there for us, but I'm not positive I'm gonna do that anymore. An armor replenisher might be a better idea. Alright, for some reason this must have got destroyed or something in the asteroid field, but they decided not to do that. But during the last asteroid field, we got a fair amount of gold. Now, I haven't seen any gold chunks worth more than 1 resource as of late, but we still got a fair amount last time. So I'll have them build this right here. And then hopefully that will be... No. Yeah, we're not going to sell you gold. Victim. I'm not keen on doing any of these things, to be honest. And I'm very confused about why your threaten is above that. But we are going to threaten you for money because you do seem like chumps. To put it lightly. We're gonna kill you. You better run. Like I said, everyone appears to be at their stations. Alright, let's do it. It worked. They were smart enough to run. That's good. We would have just obliterated them. The ship is getting pretty big. I kind of feel like maybe we do need more people, but the second I have 7, 8 people, just we are almost constantly out of water all the time. And I can't zoom in and out again. This is interesting. I have to see if this is posted anywhere, but I'm gonna have to reload one more time because of it. Alright, welcome back. There we go, we can zoom in and out again. Hopefully someone's just jumping right on this fire. They seem to be getting right to it. I know the creator of this game has been trying a lot lately to try to get down prioritizing fires better. And for the most part, I think I've seen a big change in the last couple patches with people doing a better job putting out fires. I still think there's room to improve on that though. Okay, so we're coming up here on the next asteroid field. And we got our second mining center. Look how far that goes. It is considerably farther. So hopefully now when we attack ships, we'll actually be able to gather all the resources that drop when they blow up, which would be really nice because that's where there's a lot of things like silicone and gold that we can never ever pick up. Also, we can reach things that are really far from us. What do they want? Oh, they're offering to sell us some gold. I am definitely going to take them up on that. And we will threaten them as well too, but do I want to buy any metal? No, I really don't. So let's see what these guys are all about. No, it worked, so we almost came out ahead on that. They pretty much just gave us gold for free. But now that we're up ahead on the gold department, every time I threaten somebody, that's what it is. Anytime I threaten somebody, I can't zoom back in. That being said, probably just stick it out. I don't want to reload the game too many times. That's when I find the game typically crashes. Let's see here, weapons-wise. We could build another torpedo. No, we couldn't. That took 30 gold. We're close to being able to build another torpedo launcher. If I got rid of the 2 plasma turrets, I could. But I'm not keen on doing that. I like having something that will pinpoint target. And the railgun is just expensive as all heck. It'll be a long time before we can do that. So what? Oh, now I can zoom in again. Interesting. Interesting. That is an interesting bug. What else might I want? Could do armor. Well, I haven't put many points in defense, so I could do a little bit of armor, but I wouldn't be able to repair it. Could do a rocket pod. It's the upgrade from chain gun, basically, is how I'm gonna look at that. And we do have enough for one. So let's yeah, let's try it out. It could be really good. What's the harm? What's the harm in trying it? We're gonna be finding more ships, so I really want to try to armor up as best as we can, because if anything soon, I'm just gonna go out looking for them. Alright, so that asteroid field was kind of a bust. Let's change you out. We'll just look for a ship. I think we're ready to take on a ship. Do that. Let the star pass. We'll put our engineers back so someone can actually build that turret. I forgot to have them do that. Joel, you seem just as good as anybody. Go out there and handle it. Switch you back to military. You two can get working on that. We'll let our shield build up a little bit in the meantime. Oh, and they're hostile. So our one weapon is not up yet, but these guys are kind of pushovers. Shouldn't really matter a whole lot. Let's just go straight in the middle there. It's gonna do an AoE damage there, sure is. That will keep them busy while they can attack other things. I kind of like how that works out. They're constantly having to relocate their resources. Negative 12 dodge. It really is kind of a hamper. Ooh, our rocket pod is up. Let's be sure to do that. I don't know if it really matters where it shoots. Rocket pod, are you not on? Requires 50 CPU. What a shame, what a shame. 50 CPU is actually quite a bit. What can I turn off for that? And the torpedo launcher takes 50 CPU as well. I did not realize that. I could turn off some engines. I probably could get away with it too, to be honest. We're very close to that. So let's turn you off. Let's check out this rocket pod in action. So far I'm not in love with it. It seems to be missing a lot. Let's refocus something there. No, they are dying pretty well. Let's assign you so I can use you later. Ease. Okay, well, they destroyed pretty easily. But I don't feel like that rocket had much to do with it. Let's see what the resources come out. I think I pretty much destroyed all those resources, unfortunately. Yeah, we can't reach. We still can't reach anything. You know, I'm not really impressed with you. I think we're gonna remove you. It was short-lived rocket launcher, but I don't enjoy you at all. And these groups are not working out. So we want you to do two. I wish I could just make all my weapons the same group. I'm sure there's a way to go about doing that. I just don't know how that is. But that's fine. Alright, we got a new ship here coming in to say hello. We don't really want any of their stuff, to be honest. We could sell some silicone. You know what? We have so much of it, I actually am going to sell some of that. And same with metal. Just because I do want to make sure I always have a good reserve of money like I do. That being said, I think I'm going to threaten them. Which also worked. Alright, get the heck out of here, man. I just took all their freaking money. So, in this asteroid field, if we can just get one more gold, we can build that second torpedo launcher, and then I think we're going to go back to the full offensive. I really want to make this kind of a pirating vessel where we just go around and attack and destroy as many people as we can. There it is. That being said, we're going to need a lot of water. We are just hosing through water. During the last asteroid field, I saw that we had like practically no water again, but we had like 50 some food. Get over here, gold. So I turned off the food station for now, just because we don't need more than 50. Once it gets back down a little bit lower, sure, I'll keep it, but that thing is really hosing all our food, or all our water. Which, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be doing. It's fair, I suppose. So soon, I believe I'm going to try to build another storage thing. I just don't want it to ever get too low. This ship might blow up on its own. It's also not running, like I believe it was supposed to. I'm not sure what they're doing with their life choices. I might just open fire on it for fun, though. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what... Oh, there's one more gold down there. Can't reach it. Let's, switch to you. To that. And, we'll just open fire. Sure. Got 2 of these now, so that seems all the more reason to me to do that. They're already kind of busted up. It's just open up. Yeah, there they are. They're hostile. Well, so am I. Got all the fire they got. No, that's not good. You guys are looking in pretty bad shape. Yeah, that didn't take very long at all. Let's turn our weapons off and see what we can mine from this. Not a whole lot. We're gonna have to find like a bay and just put a bunch of, find some space, make a bay and just put a boatload of, oh god, all kinds of different things in there, just all mining extenders. Trying to get the most out of this. Sheila, you don't need to sleep on the floor. I know that's what you're used to, because you're a filthy animal. But you can't sleep on the bed. That'll be alright. Or you can just not sleep at all and give up on it. That's fine too. Whatever, Sheila, you just do what you want. You're gonna want to sleep next. You're gonna want to sleep soon. Just preemptively sign all the people are gonna want to sleep soon. That way I don't have to really keep an eye on them. Alright, here we are, a new ship, and they're hostile. This is the same ship we just blew up, so I don't think they're gonna be happy with their decision. Oh yeah, those torpedoes. 2 of them will just go right through their hull. Armor be damned, they're already getting blown up. This should do it. Yep. And we got a new crew member. Let's turn this off there. And everything, of course, look at that. Doesn't matter how many mine extenders you have, whatever you do. It's always just out of reach. Let's see if we can find a new ship. I don't mind stacking up on these guys if we're just going to go ship to ship to ship, because we're just going to... Eventually one will be friendly, they'll want to buy one, we should be alright. And we have a list of them to go through. Now these guys are going to be a tough fight. However, with our 2 torpedo launchers, we might be alright. What do you like to do, sir, Thomas? Not a whole lot of anything. You're just kind of mediocre all the way around. Let's focus their torpedo launcher, because I am concerned about it. But first, we're going to have to cut through its shields. Which we seem to be doing a much better job at than they are, thanks to the 2nd torpedo launcher. Come on, break it down, break it down. There it is. So let's have you focus. I don't know. What do we want to have you focus? I guess we'll just have you focus that, and then we'll have the torpedoes go right there. Wouldn't mind killing some of their people. Alright, they're starting to make some damage on our hull. But so are we, and we have a lot more hull than they do. Let's see if we can get some of this gold. I'm not going to ignore that gold just because we're in a fight. They destroyed a chair, which makes them dirty dogs, of course, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. Those 2 torpedoes just went straight through the ship. Alright, we did it. We killed them. Now we'll teach them to show up and try to attack us. Turn our guns off. And see if we can get any of these things. The water at least is coming our way. We're still in the asteroid field, which is nice too. Where did our other military person go? Not you, Thomas. Frank, I don't even know where you came from, to be honest. I'm gonna go for another ship. Hopefully we can sell some of these extra people. I don't even remember acquiring Frank. I have no idea where that man came from. These men are hostile as well. And this is the same ship we were just attacking. This seems to be the new flavor we keep getting from ships. So I guess, despite the fact we don't have any shield, which is going to put us in a bad spot. Frank, I'm going to make you an engineer, and why you're not at your station doing things you should be doing, like repairing the shield, I don't know. Where is the other person? We'll just make everybody else engineers, because they're going to do a lot of damage to us here soon. And it's going to take a bit for us to go through their shields. But we should be able to do it as long as we just don't send our ammo into the meteors. Actually, their shield's already down, thanks to the asteroids. Just destroying that for us. Let's see if we can get this down in time. They're repairing it, so it could be hard. Especially since we're either missing or hitting something else. Okay, so it's down. Let's do this, and let's have you focus that, I suppose. Yes, we seem to be doing just fine against these guys, in all honesty. We're not cracking any hulls like we used to be. We're not hitting anything. Oh, that's because our person decided they didn't need a target for us in the middle of a fight. Which is real nice. I'm a big fan of. And we're doing mining lasers for no real reason either. Melanie, you should be letting them do that, because they're engineers. You should be targeting for us. The amount of micromanaging this game is tedious at times. Get on the weapons console, please. No, you're not? Alright, well don't worry about these guys then. They're just going to get away scot-free with attacking us. At least she's breaking the shield again. Cheryl, please get to the weapons station. You're desperately needed so we can hit these people. About there it is. There's a hole right there. And they're practically dead now. Just need to land a couple more things. Get one more crew member. We're really starting to stock up on these people. I felt silly for ever paying for one now. We can turn you off. Good job. I enjoy the vigor, but they're dead. You don't have to keep shooting. Brian, huh? Brian is mediocre as well. Brian, you can be an engineer. I'll put out some fires. I'll help repair some things. We really need to get some more CPU going here. Fortunately, a CPU array takes gold. Quite a bit of it. Honestly, you get so much better repairing from the panels than you do the arrays. It's ridiculous. The arrays are just kind of a waste of money. I think that needs to be rebalanced. Either their cost needs to go down, or what they output needs to go up. I think there just needs to be a third tier of CPU, like a supercomputer or something you can build, take up more space. And I think that would do a lot for it. That way you could lower the cost of the CPU array and have it fit more to what you get from it. That being said, we have 14 points in weapons, so we should be close to getting something really cool. I would be very interested in getting this railgun. I like the torpedo launchers, but we'll have to try to save up for this guy. He seems like a lot of fun, this railgun. Oh, good, astrofield. I was just going to have us go there. So I'm going to mine this astrofield, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, welcome back everybody. We did get some gold out there, some other resources, but really during that astrofield I decided a couple things. One, mostly now that we have a further reach with our mining lasers, I want more mining lasers. So I removed the heat sinks and the CPU panels that were there. And let's place a couple more mining lasers. I think now that we have a better reach, it's totally worth it. Plus, it doesn't take any gold, so we can afford it, and there's not really a reason not to do it. We have the CPU capacity, we have the energy for sure, so I think that is definitely a decent step in the right direction. Also, to replace the CPU panels I took down, I put them back here. But really, that being said, I think this is going to be the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for joining. I am just having a boatload of fun. I think the next episode, we're really going to start focusing on building lots and lots of weapons. We're just going to go around and see who we can terrorize, and it will be a lot of fun. So be sure to join me then, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.